Slurp, slurp, slurp. Yum. Delicious air. Hello my friending. It is I, the perp of text. If it's not obvious by now, my favorite video game franchise is of course Pikmin. Up until recently, Pikmin was about forcing your army of more than 3 Pikmin species, sometimes, to carry things around. However, what if you could only have 1 Pikmin species to do your manual labor every day? What would happen then? Well, you're about to find out. Probably. Due to the worst pilot in the history of ever, we crashed into a space rock going 0.00001 miles per hour. Because of that goofy goober, we have 30 days to gather 30 perfectly intact ship parts. The ultimate convenience. So we waste no time due to my staggering lack of patience and find some red slaves, I mean Pikmin. With the redheads on my side, we become the world's fastest Amazon delivery driver. I mean, I'm not wrong. After increasing the population and scooting the main engine to the SS ship, we take off and land on day 2 in the forest of forests, and we do the thing any average person would do. Break other people's stuff. Genocide is next, and we make the population know it by sacrificing all the midgets to the holy perps in the highly polluted sky. Oh. And we also found the eternal fuel dynamo. Happiness. We break more stuff. More bones and more.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Because it's a red day, I can't unlock yellows yet, so we skedaddle. Steal the shock absorber from a permanently sleeping bulborb and yeet ourselves into space before de-yeeting ourselves on a yellow day and finally unlocking the most Indian of the scammers, Yellow Pikmin. I create some more and teach them about the process of nuclear warfare.
Tactical nuke incoming!
We use the now trigger-happy Yellow Pikmin to break everything and eventually retrieve the whimsical radar before skillfully dodging the blood orbs and getting the bombs and the extraordinary bolt and leave. On day 4 we take a hike and find blue Pikmin. We now own all of the Pikmin in this game. We make more blues, which sadly ends in the death of the bread bug.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
For the rest of the day we focus on getting the space float, the automatic gear and the number 1 Ionium jet. Day 5 begins and we bring our red boys to do manual labor and kill a few blowhogs and a Super Mario mushroom, before stealing the Omega stabilizer and eventually the gravity jumper. We can't end the day yet because somehow a Pikmin ended up over here. How? Day 6 and 7 were spent in the impact site recovering the positron generator, while on day 8 I use the blues to gather the Nova Blaster after committing a little murder, and then built a bridge to obtain the Sagittarius. To end the day we enforce extinction on a beetle and got the radiation canopy.
Nice.
On day 9 we land in the extra wet distant spring, so today is blue. We make the Pikmin confused before robbing the repair type bolt. We decided to help the brain dead Pikmin who don't realize that they could just get their feet wet and go through the lake. I take my anger out on this Bulba and the nearby puppy Blowhogan stealing their massage machine and interstellar radio, and for some reason decided to wake Satan himself.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier.
After one of the battles of all time and losing a few more Pikmin than I'm willing to admit, we steal its soul and leave Pikmin in the floor to pluck on day 10. Which we spent the entirety of murdering peeps and building bridges in order to get the glue and drive. On day 11 we head to finish off the Forest of Hope. After committing first degree murder on a town's worth of bulborgs we decide to snipe some birds. And take the Geiger counter. Day 12 took us back to the navel and using our blues, we took the anti-dioxin filter and fished out the analog computer. Day 13 was when disaster struck. You see, there is a ship part in Pikmin 1 called the Libra. To get it, you need all 3 Pikmin species. Blues to activate a geyser, yellows to retrieve and reds to take back. The problem is the geyser. Even if on day 12 I activated it, it deactivates after every single day. And believe me, I wasted most the day trying to activate it to no avail. This sadly makes this challenge impossible. But it would be a bit of a shame to end on a low note. So I brung out a blue Pikmin, activated the geyser, and got the Libra down. On day 14 we challenged the goofiest spider ever to a dance battle which our smooth moves won, and nicked the guard satellite. Day 15 was next and we took out the reds and used them to gather all the ship parts that we left from previous days. On day 16 we kill some bulbers and claim the UV lamp and after more murdering, the pilot seat. Now if we're to continue listing everything that happens in minimum detail, this will get very boring, so it's time for a Thingy Bob roundup. So between day 17 to 19, I collected the zirconium rotor, the number 2 ionium jet, the bowsprit and the Cronus reactor. And with that, we only have one ship part left. Day 20, 21 and the beginning of 22 were focused on the final trial's main puzzle before the final boss. The Emperor Bulblax. With many deaths, mainly to my Pikmin, we have recovered all 30 parts in just 22 days and with that, we take off ending the challenge. So well, that wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it would be. I have a problem of overestimating things. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video give me your spoons and get out.